Andrew Delić, episode number 28 with Luka Delić, the big dog, who fucking left me be alone. It's not even Delić Rose anymore, just Andrew Delić. Okay, so today, since it's not a reality check again, I'll be back with that soon. So since recently on my reality checks, I've bashed a lot of people. This is going to be prayer time with Andrew Delić number 1. So this is the opposite of reality check. This is to help people, to motivate people, to say kind words. So practically, I'm like a street pastor. You know Joel Osteen, Pastor Rick Warren? Well, I'm a street pastor, Andrew Delić. So what we will do today is me and my brother will read quotes of Marcus Aurelius on his book Meditations, and then we'll just, with our sheer intelligence and sheer everything, we'll just analyze those quotes and just talk about everything. Should I do the first quote?
Okay,
so
ahead.
I'll say the quote, you start, and then I say something.
Okay,
Then
go ahead.
I rebut what you had to say. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength.
So basically, it's just like it's easy for us to get caught up in like when a lot of stuff happens, like when you like especially like I feel like even me, I had to learn like you try to control stuff that you can't control and you let like outside stuff happen to you and affect you, but at the end of the day you can only control your mind and how you perceive things and how you choose to go through things and how do you choose to take things. Like if someone betrayed you, yes, that person betrayed you, but you in your head, how do you take it? How do you like at the end of the day, like your whole world is your own perception and how you perceive everything. That's going to become your reality. So that's how I see it.
Yeah, well, this is, he was really, did he start the Stoic movement, Marcus Aurelius?
I think so.
He started, now it's really popular on the internet, the Stoic movement, Stoic pages everywhere on Facebook and Instagram. So yeah, I mean, this is really good, especially for me, because, I mean, I think everyone has like bad thoughts, bad days where you let your mind control you in a way, but at the end of the day, you need to control your mind, like pretty much like you said, because at the end of the day, it's your mind that dictates everything, and it's just, that's it.
It's a short and simple.
Yeah, it's very.
There's not too much to say about that one.
Yeah, it's very. I mean, it's strong, it's powerful, but it's very simple and it's very good.
Yeah.
Should I do it? Okay, I'll do
Yeah,
every
do them
single-
all.
yeah,
Do them
I'll
all.
do
Yeah.
do it all. So, okay, this one's a bit. I mean, I can say it. Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourself running with them.
Like.
I feel like
Like-
that's more just like enjoy life. The
but,
beauty of life.
But it's easier to say than to do because life is filled with suffering and hard stuff, and it's like it's so easy in this life to just get caught up on like everything, that all the money that you don't have and all the success that you don't have and all, like it's, yeah, I feel like life is inherently hard, like, and it's inherently suffer, like a lot of people suffer through life. So like me, I consider myself someone very optimistic and always try to see the best in everything. Like even when, but it's easier to say than to do. But it's just like, even if this life is hard, try always to see the best in everything that there is to offer.
Yeah, and especially I like how he said dwell. Because instead of dwelling on, like you said, things that you don't have, oh, I don't have a Lamborghini, he has a Lamborghini. I don't have this house, he has that house. Whatever. Instead of dwelling on that, which can be seen as negative for your mind, dwell on the beauty of life. Oh, be grateful on what you have and what you want. And also then it says, watch the stars and see yourself running with them. So be grateful for what you have and imagine having the things that you want to have. Imagine yourself having those things. Imagine yourself being in those situations that you want to be in, having a good wife, having a good job, good pay, good car, whatever. So yeah, pretty much, yeah, very nice quote. So on to the next one. The happiness of your life, this is pretty similar to the first one. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts.
Because your perception is your reality. If you always have negative thoughts and if you're always sad and you're always like, you think the world is against you and you think that everything that happens in your life is bad, then it's going to affect you, because your mind is like a muscle. You need to train your mind like any other muscle, and the best way to train it is to do hard stuff and to go through hard things, and then you can like more enjoy and appreciate stuff. But it really is similar to the last one,
to the first one. Yeah. And also I like how he said the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, Because let's take someone, for example, Elvis Presley. For me, that's a guy who had everything. Fame, money, looks, woman, he had literally everything. But he was very depressive. So everything that he had that like basically every single man wants, he had all of those things, but it didn't bring him happiness. Because the quality of his thoughts weren't bringing him happiness. His thoughts were bringing him depression. Tired. He wasn't able to sleep at night. He was taking many pills, every sort of pills. He was drinking heavily, taking probably even drugs and everything. But he had everything that we who don't have it, like money, fame, women, success, that we don't have. And we think if we had those things, we would be happy. But it's actually the quality of your thoughts, whoever you are or wherever you are in life. At the end of the day, what will bring you happiness and joy are your thoughts. Yeah, okay. Pretty good. So next one. Oh, I think this one will be good, I think, for us too, because we're pretty, like, we have different opinions and everything. So everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth.
Like, what is the truth?
Well, do you think, now it's a question for you, do you think there are some truths that are just, like, is the truth? Like, there's no debating
Yeah,
it.
like 2 + 2 = 4.
Yeah, like gravity, let's say. I mean, you
Yeah.
cannot really debate, is there gravity?
Well, like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you cannot debate.
Everything we hear is an opinion.
Because, like, you take one situation, let's say, like, two people have an argument, and you ask each person what happened and who was right, who was wrong. They're both gonna say different things.
Yeah.
So what's the truth then?
Yeah, that's hard. You know when you have like two people and then something happens, like little kids in school, they fight each other. Then when the professor asks what happened, if you ask one kid, he's gonna make it look like it's because the other fucked up. But if you ask the other kid, he's gonna make it look like he fucked up. But at the end, something happened, like someone fucked up. But they're both seeing it from their perspective and their way of thinking and their way of life. And maybe he said something and he took it in another way that actually he didn't mean for him to take it in that way. But I mean, with his perception, with his background, he maybe took it like that or whatever.
Like human emotions and human interaction, like, what is the truth? Like, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
Like the real objective truth, like, it's hard to know.
Except for things like you said, 2 + 2 = 4. But yeah. Okay, this one's really good. Well, I mean, they're all pretty good. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one.
Because a lot of people,
hypocrites.
Well,
all of us.
But a lot of people, they say a lot of things. If you do this, if you do that, but like real people who are like good persons or successful, like they don't spend their time saying it. They just do it because like it's easy to say it. It's hard to do it.
Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
Well, also, I think it also sometimes naturally it's easier to give advice, to give good advice to other people than it is to give good advice to yourself. Because I don't think you can really evaluate yourself psychologically yourself. I don't think it's really possible because I've seen an episode of Andrew Tate who did a podcast episode with a psychologist. The psychologist asked him, "Are you afraid that maybe I'll reveal something about you that you didn't know?" Then Andrew Tate said, "Oh no, I'm constantly psychoanalyzing myself." Then a psychologist, he's a big psychologist, like, "That's impossible. You cannot psychoanalyze yourself. It's impossible." Then he said, yeah, believe me. Then he's like, okay, but the point is that you cannot psychoanalyze yourself. And I think that maybe when it comes to like to ourselves, we're more like afraid to tell ourselves the own truth because maybe we created a fake reality of ourselves, so we live easier and better, whatever. But for others, I think it's easier to give advice to other people than it is to ourselves. So that's why, like, we like to argue about what a good man is.
But I'm sure you go see 3 different psychologists and they say different stuff.
About?
You go see 3 different psychologists and they'll give 3 different opinions about you. I'm sure.
Yeah, probably. But I think, I mean, in general, if they're all pretty good, I mean, it should be pretty much the same. Like, maybe
I don't know.
Different.
I think it will all be different.
Maybe.
Because even they're human.
Yeah, even they're human. Yeah, that's true. Let me read this one. It's pretty. If you're distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. If you're distressed by anything external. The pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment.
If something scares you or something stresses you out or something like causes you to have no more self-belief or whatever, it's just because you're not well equipped to handle it. Like someone who's well equipped to handle, like some people are well equipped to handle stress and some people aren't well equipped. So at the end of the day is how you take it in. Like all of the quotes you've been saying, it's all the same thing. Like it's all
Be stoic.
At the end of the day, like everything is how you decide to receive it. But
yeah, and also, I think that's true because, like, sometimes maybe, how they always say, did you have a bad day, or did you have a minute in your day that was bad, and because of that 1 minute, it caused your entire day to be bad?
That too, but that's a little bit different than what he says, but that too.
Because he said the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. Maybe you estimate
because it's just how you perceive it.
Yeah, maybe you estimate it to be way bigger than it is.
All of your pains and sufferings, you estimate it way more bigger than it is because you're scared of it.
Okay. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love.
But that's just an exercise of gratitude. Like if you just do the exercise of gratitude every day, you wake up and you're happy that you woken up with a roof over your head, in a bed, in an apartment, in a condo, in a house, in a country that's safe, and that you have food in your fridge. Like if you do that exercise every morning, like you cannot not be I would say happy. Like you have to be like, just by doing it, even if it sounds corny or stupid, just by doing it, you'll start to feel better right away. Like that's something that I do a lot. Like a couple of times per week at least, I'll just do like a prayer of gratitude and just say the millions of things why I'm gratitude for, even if you don't have a lot. Like just by doing it, because if you don't, like, gratitude for me is the best way to get to happiness. Wherever you are, if you're poor, if you're rich, if you don't have gratitude, you'll never be happy.
So do you believe that every single human being should be grateful?
You need to be grateful for what you have. If you're alive on this earth, you need to be grateful. Because how many people died with not fair stuff, or people are kids that are born with diseases, or people that are young and that have disease. Like ask them what's happiness, man. They'll tell you just to be healthy. And we take that so much for granted, just the fact that every day we wake up and that we're healthy. For us, it's like we don't care. We don't even think about it. But go ask someone who's sick. He'll tell you being healthy, like you're like a billionaire to him, being healthy, because that is worth billion. Like you can't even put a word on it. Some people have sicknesses, they can't do nothing. Like not even $1 billion could heal them. So being healthy, man, is worth like a fuck ton of money.
Do you think health is a privilege? It's hard, huh?
I know. I wouldn't say it's a privilege. I would say just like it's something that you need. People take it for granted so much because we're born in these bodies that are perfectly constructed. Everything works. Everything is in sync. Everything is functioning well. And people, they take care of their cars, of their houses, but they don't take care of their body, which is like your temple, which is you, which is your spirit inhabits this in you. Like everyone, priority number one, like anyone who's sad, or anyone who's stressed out, like me, I'm sure I can be the world's doctor. I would just say to everyone who's sad or stressed out or whatever, do these 3 things and then come see me. Do you sleep well? Did you have a good night's sleep? Did you sleep 8 hours, or were you on your cell on TikTok for fucking until 2 a.m? Like sleep, it's a very underrated thing, but it's a very, very important thing to get a good night's sleep. So sleep well, eat healthy. And I'm not telling you to eat always vegetables. You know, like people, I don't need to explain to you how. You eat healthy and move. So if you do these 3 things, I want you then to come and see me and say that you're sad, or like it's gonna right away take away 80% of the way you're feeling. Because if you're not sleeping well, if you're eating shit and you're not moving, but even if you don't have any problems, you're gonna be, I'm sad, I'm stressed out, because your body, like if I never do oil change on my car, what's gonna happen?
I'm not a mechanic, but it's not gonna be good.
The engine is my car is gonna explode.
Okay. Is it gonna
Or if I put, what happens in my car if I put shit gasoline in it? It's gonna explode. What happens if I never like I'm always riding it to the max? It's gonna like it needs to rest. It needs to, but with your body is that, but like times 100 because it's your fucking body, man. So I could be world doctor right now and save 90% of people in the world, man.
Luka Delić for world doctor.
I could, man. I swear to God. I would be doctor. I would just say that. Like someone come in office, I would say, do you sleep well? Do you eat healthy? Do you move? If there's a no there, you need to go back and come see me after. It's not a joke. It's serious.
I know.
And I'm sure that everyone...
It's a bit exaggerated.
No,
although, I mean, if someone has, let's say, cancer, I mean, you're not just going to say...
Okay, no, but I'm talking more about like being sad or stressed out or depressive. But
of course.
No, someone has cancer. No, that's like a scientific, like a real disease. But whoever, because now with Marcus Aurelius, we've been talking a lot about...
Mental.
Because we've been talking about like, okay, like don't... Like be stronger than the problems that you feel. Be mental, but to be mentally strong, like you need to have a healthy body. Like we can talk about the ways how to be mentally strong, but if your body is shit, like how can you expect your body to function well? It just function like shit, like whatever. If you never clean your house, if you never clean your car, like it's the same thing, but 10 times more important.
Yeah, and it's crazy how in our body everything is interconnected. So if your mind isn't doing well, your body won't be doing well. If your body also isn't doing well, like you said, sleeping well, exercising well, eating well, your mind won't be doing well. It's impossible. Even if, let's say you're Elon Musk, and Elon Musk, he had clinical depression how many times? 2-3 times, and he has like, he has everything, you know.
But you heard him talk a lot of times. He sleeps like 4 hours per day, and you see he's fat a little bit. He doesn't eat well, and I'm not sure if he exercises, man. So yeah, because
like you said a lot. I mean, for me, health has always been number one. Health is number one. Health is wealth. Is the ultimate wealth. That's what I believe.
You don't have nothing if you don't have health. You don't have nothing.
You know how they said once, you can have 100 problems, but until you have a health problem, you only have one problem.
You don't even have if you're alive and healthy today, you don't even have you should be grateful like a crazy man, because you have everything.
Because we take it so much for granted, because we think that that's why I asked you if you think it's a privilege. I'm not meaning if it's a privilege, but at the same time, it's like we think that health should just be given to us just because
no, like you're given to it. Really you're given to you from birth, and some people, because life is not fair. That's another thing. And some people are born with diseases. That's just because life is not fair, man, and it's not fair for a lot of people. But we're all born with health, and it's like a disgrace, like to your body not keeping it like well, like it should be number one thing that doctors say to people. Like, I don't understand how it's not. Like, I would like to have whatever health professional here and sit in front of me and say to me that it's not important to sleep well, eat well, and exercise. Like, it's impossible.
No one's gonna say that.
Nobody can say that.
If a doctor says that, I mean, Jesus Christ, take away his license, bro.
But I mean, like, because here in North America, man, I understand where there's so many people depressed and stressed, because when you go see them, it's like, oh, you have a mental disease. It's not a mental disease. You're just sad and you had a shit day, like, or you're sad, or you had a couple of days that stuff didn't go your well. And what are you doing about it? You're doing nothing about it. You're on TikTok until 3 in the morning. You're eating shit. You're doing shit. You're feeding your life shit, and then you're asking why you're feeling like shit. Because you're feeding your body shit. You're doing shit stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Do you know one person, an athlete who has depression?
Oh, it's impossible.
It's not possible. I mean, maybe. Okay.
It couldn't be possible, because depression is scientifically proven that it's something in your mind that happens.
Okay.
So yeah, but I do believe strong. Let's say Habib and his people who live very humble, and who every single day they worship God. They're very, let's say, they're like real religious people. So they only do good deeds. I mean, they're not perfect. They're still human, but they're moral. They train very fucking hard physically.
Yeah.
They train very fucking hard physically. And they're always God, family, love. Find me amongst them. No, I don't want to be like, extremist, but it's impossible for any of them to have depression.
It's not possible.
It's impossible.
It doesn't even exist.
It's impossible.
It doesn't exist in Dagestan.
It's
it doesn't
impossible.
exist. It
Well,
doesn't.
maybe for people who don't do that, but people in Dagestan who do that, it's impossible for them to have depression.
But me, I'm still a skeptic if the depression is a real thing. I don't know, man.
I think it is, because I think I've read many scientists, doctors say that it's a chemical imbalance that happens in your brain.
But why did it happen?
I don't know
if
enough.
Okay, wait. I'm just gonna say
I don't know
something. I'm
enough.
not the professional, but if you sleep like shit, eat like shit, and don't move,
It won't help.
is maybe that gonna cause chemical imbalance? Like because you're
yeah.
like.
Maybe it brings your risks higher of getting depression, but maybe.
And now everyone I talk to, like 90% of people tell me they had depression. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like then it's not depression anymore. We all had depression.
Yeah, I think people mistake depression with having a down.
You can just like
Have a bad day, it's a down.
Me, it happened for me to be sad for like a week or two.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I have a depression.
But I think this is the difference. I think if you have depression, let's say your life, you have depression. So then if you have depression, I think we'll see it in your actions. So you'll quit school or work. You'll stop going to the gym. You'll stop hanging out with friends.
That's just lazy.
Yeah, well, no.
You look at one of the first symptoms about depression is it's hard for you to wake up in the morning. What the fuck? Then I'm depressive. Sometimes I wake up, I'm like, fuck, man, I need to dress, I need to go to work, and I don't feel like it. But what the fuck? Then we all have fucking depression.
No, because you have to wake up at fucking 6 a.m. That's different.
No, but whoever, like a lot of people need to work between 6 and 9 in the morning, and it's just because me, I go to sleep early and I wake up early. But everyone in the morning, we have a little bit like, fuck, I need to get my day started. Like everyone.
That's why the snooze button is so clicked on.
No, but it's just like I read the symptoms for depression, and I'm like, it's like not real symptoms. I feel like it's like everyone has depression.
Yeah, but this is how I see it. So if someone spent their entire life going to the gym, working out, going to school, going to work, like being with friends, and then all of a sudden, like almost overnight, he stops doing all of that, I would see that as depression, like signs of depression. But if someone does all of that, but he comes into work, oh, I'm not feeling good, but then he goes to the gym, hey, what's up, man? You see your friends at the gym, you're like, oh, I'm not feeling good. Then the next day he's like, oh, I'm good. For me, that was a down, not depression. I mean,
I don't know what's the difference, man.
I think depression is very like you mentioned, you said, it's very easily used by everyone. That's why I think it kills the credibility of depression.
I still don't think it's a real thing. I don't know why. Yeah. My head cannot wrap around it.
Maybe because you never had it. I mean, I never had it also. So.
But for me, I don't know. I just like my gut feeling says it's not a real thing. That's what I feel like. I don't know.
And I know how you said that life is not fair, but life is not fair for everyone. Does it make fair for everyone then? Because if life is unfair for everyone, then isn't that fair?
Yeah.
So that's like
but you're right. It's unfair for everybody, man. Sometimes you can be the best person in the world. You can be the nicest person in the world. You can be the most like giving back to people and helping and volunteering and doing whatever. And like because life is like inherently like that. I believe life like objectively is hard. Mm-hmm. You cannot tell me that life is easy. Like life. Like not without opinion, like it's just like life as it is hard. That's life. So I don't know where was I going with that. I forgot.
Yeah, because you
because you said life is unfair. Yeah,
but then I said, but it's unfair for everyone. So,
so
it's
in
a way, it's fair.
Yeah, it's fair because it's unfair. It's hard and unfair for everyone.
Yeah.
So
and it's crazy how, because let's say I can look at life right now from my position or your position, and we can look at the Prince of Saudi Arabia and say, wow, life is unfair. He's born into a royal family. He's already a multi-billionaire. He has power. He can do what he wants. He can fuck any girl he wants, like all of that. Maybe in his life, he's like, if only I had the life of someone else.
Of course.
But then he's like, but only if I had his life. So at the end, everyone's like, but everyone thinks the grass is greener on the other side. But if everyone thinks that the grass is greener on the other side, then it's like...
Because a comparison is the thief of joy. If you compare yourself, then it'll remove your joy. And like, I remember I read a quote from Kylian Mbappe, man. Like he said, like...
Kylian Mbappe?
Yeah.
Fuck that guy, man.
No, he said that he was jealous. He was jealous of us because we can just go chill at a cafe and drink a cafe with our friends and just chill. But like... the Prince of Saudi Arabia, man, like his life must have cool. Like, and like some people here in Gatineau think that your life or my life is a fucking good life, and like, oh my god, I would like to be like Andre or Luka. I guarantee there's people thinking that, but then you're like, man, it's like you know in your head, like, man, it's like it's not that crazy like as you think, or you think, or some people that you know in your life are like, oh my god, look at that guy, but then you like then that guy in his head, like it's like it's not that crazy. What I'm telling you, man.
It goes to every single height. I think, like, let's say I look at Brad Pitt, I'm like, oh bro, I want his life. It's perfect. But he was an alcoholic. He had like depression. He was like a huge alcoholic. So maybe he looked at someone who's like me and said, only if I had, let's say Andrew's life. He's young. He doesn't have alcoholism. So then I'm like, but I was looking like.
But even now with social media, it's like fucking.
Yeah. So,
like even me, I feel it. Like if I spend too much time on social media, I start feeling anxious.
Really?
I feel it 100%. I know if I spend more than like 5-10 minutes on Instagram, I start feeling anxious because I'm like, because you're just scrolling to the highlights of everyone's lives. This guy is in Miami. This guy is here. This guy, then you feel like less. Yeah. Like if you like the worst is for me right now because I'm really focused on my career. I go on LinkedIn. Just to watch because I'm getting older. So I watch LinkedIn and you just compare yourself to others who have bigger and better careers than you, but you're like the guy's been working for 20 years or whatever, like, you know, but because I start feeling like, I wouldn't say anxious, but I spent more than 5-10 minutes and I start not feeling good.
Is LinkedIn like a professional Instagram?
Yeah, it's just like CV online. It's like it's like people post stuff on there, but it's all work related, career, professional. Like it's all like work related. But man, I'm telling you, this is something that I realized. And now when I open Instagram, it's always for less than 5 minutes because more than that, I don't start feeling good.
And even before, when you didn't use that mentality, you still didn't go a lot on Instagram. Like you weren't a big social media guy.
I never cared about it that much, but if it does it to me, I can imagine how it does to others, man.
And plus, I mean, you're my brother. I know you're very not like easily triggered by something. You're very like not
like balanced.
Yeah, and you're not like if you see someone have something on Instagram, there's less chances of it affecting you than someone else.
Yeah.
So even you, it affects you to a certain degree.
I feel it because
so imagine someone who's more like me who will affect
man,
more.
I saw like I listened to a podcast about a guy who talks about social media, and when social media got out, like you see people having more like a depression and being sad and whatever, like because at the end of the day, like it's like our human monkey brain, like we're not there yet where we can like truly like enjoy it. We just use it and we just compare ourselves to other people like nonstop. Like even like without thinking about it, you're there and you compare yourself like crazy to other people. You're always looking at other people, the cool stuff that they're doing, because everyone just puts highlights of their life, right? Like, of course, I'm not going to put you a picture of when I'm sad, but then you just compare. You're just comparing yourself to others all the time.
Do you think it's human nature to compare? Like, why do we compare so much?
But
like in your experience,
I think because like maybe like in our modern life, like we don't have nothing else to do. Like I think like I heard also a quote about John Danaher. He's a big jiu-jitsu guy, but he has a doctorate in philosophy, and he said like and he said before like our goal when we lived for millions of years, the goal of human was just to survive. For millions of years, like way longer, like this modern life that we're living has only been a couple of 100 years, because 600 years ago there were kings and everything. So, but for millions of years, humans, our only goal was to survive
and reproduce.
And when we were all surviving, we were not comparing each other. We just wanted to survive. Like, okay, wake up, hunt. For millions of years, it was that, and now we don't have what is our goal now?
Accumulating
to be
wealth.
The most rich, or to be
wealth.
The most to have the best life status. So inherently that comes with comparing yourself to everyone. And I think it was like that before, but now with social media, it's like on steroids right now, because you're all like,
it's a fake reality.
Like before you were just like chilling at home and doing whatever, but now like everyone is addicted to social media. So what are you looking at? You're looking at other people's lives, other people's successes of other people. So and I'm sure, like I say this, but I'm sure that everyone feels it. Like if you spend too much time, you start feeling like shit, man.
Well, what you said, I also learned I'm in sociology, and we also learned a lot about anthropology and sociology. And what you said is 100% right. Before, our only goal when we were nomads was to survive and reproduce. That was our only goal. You need to survive as long as you can and have as much babies.
That was the only thing that was
as
important
much
for you.
to bring your genetic code down, to make sure that your genetic code will live on. That was our most important thing. But when we became sedentary, that's where accumulating wealth was possible. So now let's say in the beginning it was who had the most grapes. Because grapes at the time was money, because you could make wine with it and everything. So at that time, grapes were valuable. So who had the most grapes, then you could have more money, more this, more women, more blah, blah, blah. But then with time, it's cars and everything. And then you brought up social media. That now with social media, it can be a fake life. People can sell you a fake story about their life. They can augment their reality, augment their status, augment everything on social media. You can, and also plus now on social media, you can see like the number of followers you have. So then you can compare like, oh, but if he has more followers than me, then he must be more blah, 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 you know, so.
And then you can go on the guy's page and say, oh my God, like, then you can start saying whatever, man.
But
like,
deep down,
I feel it when I don't spend time on social media, I feel so much better, man. I feel so much better.
That's why now you social
I hate
media,
that. I hate being on social media too long.
What I try to do the most now is, since I post a lot, so like I have to be on social media. What
like
I try
post
to do
and ghost.
Post and go.
Yeah.
Wow, I like that. Post and ghost.
Post and ghost.
You
nice. Post and you leave it. Like you don't. You
nice.
don't. Like, because it's fun. Like, I'm not gonna say that social media is the devil. Like, there's a lot of things that social media is cool. Like, it's cool that we can all like post stuff and see what everyone's doing and see like cool stuff that we're doing. Other. It's just when you spend too much time, it's not good for you, man. Because I don't think it's possible for someone to say, yeah, I spend like a lot of time per day on social media and I feel great about it. Like, nobody can tell me that. At least if you're like fucking like Gandhi, or I don't know, like you're so advanced in your mind that you can like move that all away and just be like, oh, no, good for him, good for him, good for him. Like, nobody does that.
Yeah.
No, like, do you Instagram? Oh, good for him. Oh, good for him. I'm happy for him. No, you're like, oh, fuck. Like, you know, like that's what happens to us.
Yeah. And even Gandhi, he's Gandhi because I mean, anyone who like is in a temple, you know, constantly meditating and everything. The reason they're like that is because they're constantly meditating. It's because they aren't on social media. It's because they aren't on stuff like that. That's why they can be like that. They're not born like that. It's a constant battle for them to be on a Zen, like to be Zen and to be grateful, to be present. It's a constant battle even for them. We're like the greatest ever at that. But yeah. So yeah, we went pretty into that one. But so,
do you still want to do that, or you want to do something else?
I mean, we can still do a couple more quotes. So which one? We did winner, right? Oh yeah, this one is also really good. And also, before just finish off what we were saying, also once like Jordan Peterson said, like you can see someone driving a Porsche, and you can think, wow, his life must be so amazing, blah blah. But the guy driving the Porsche, in his mind is like, what if I crashed my car and killed myself? Because he's depressive. Like you don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's wrap it up for that one. What's the next one? Oh, this one's really good. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury.
So if someone hurts you or someone does something bad at you, like, don't go to his level. Because then he wins, kind of, like you lost. Like if someone... Like this is the classic. Like someone makes you mad, and they're like, "Okay, I'm gonna get him back. I'm gonna be even madder at him." And they're like, "Yeah, I won." But I heard Mike Tyson saying this. Like he becomes your master, like the guy, because like he's playing with your emotions, and and then you think you're the winner. You think you're like, "Oh yeah, like he did me something bad. I'm gonna do something to him badder, and then like I'm gonna be like the one who won." But at the end of the day, like he won because he's like your master. Like you're there, and he's controlling you, and he's making you like maybe not that's what he's thinking, but master. like if someone does something bad to you, just like don't let it affect you, and that's the win. Like just be bigger than that. Like even like don't like just like if someone acts in a certain way, like you can just like, okay, that's beneath me. Like it happens to me. Like sometimes, like people around me do stuff, and I'm like, okay, man, I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to do. I don't care. Like that was so like bad from that person. It's beneath me. Like I don't even want to put headspace on that.
Do you think only hurt people hurt people?
I would say so.
Yeah,
I would say 100% of people.
I know when we learned that Socrates, he said that only people who have pain inside of them can put pain onto others.
But because when you said that, then I thought, okay, I imagine someone who's happy and in a good mood. Like, what would be their motivation to hurt someone?
None.
They're like, well, what? Like, there's no motivation or like, why? If I'm happy and like I'm satisfied, why would I try to hurt someone? Like, you try to hurt someone because you want them to feel the same pain as you, and then it makes you feel good. And if you're someone that's not succeeding in life, you want your friends not to succeed, so you're together in this pattern of not succeeding, and you feel more comfortable. You know, like, okay, they're with me. Like, it's I think it's like that. Like if you're sad and you see someone who's happy, like, no, come on, come be sad with me and be, you know, it's more about like humans we do that shit. Humans we do that stuff.
Do you think that it's in our culture, the North American culture, to want to, like, when someone does us something wrong, that we want to put revenge on him? Because I know there's an American quote that's popular in America that, don't get mad, get even. But that's like revenge.
But like,
maybe because of capitalism.
When you get revenge, you think you win, but I'm telling you, you don't win, man.
Deep down,
you lost even more. Like, you're just losing, man. I'm telling you.
Like I said, I'm a big capitalist. I'm a capitalist. I believe in capitalism and everything. But maybe, but at the same time, I'm gonna question everything, because nothing's perfect, and everything has wrongs and defaults in it. But do you think that maybe because capitalism is so competitive, it's so like me, it's individualistic, it's me, so maybe that pushes us to be in a culture of revenge?
I don't think so. I think it's just human nature.
Yeah.
I think it's just I think it's worldwide. It's not because of capitalism or whatever. I just think it's someone does something wrong to you, like initial reaction, you want to do wrong to them back.
Eye for eye, tooth for tooth. Yeah. So that's pretty similar. It's not. It is. Yeah, we can do this one. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live.
Because that's true, man. A lot of people, they never truly live their lives, man.
And where do you think it's the beginning of someone who begins to live?
When you face your fears.
That's what I wanted you to say.
That's the only time
I wanted you to say.
That's the only time you start living, man. When you face your fears.
When you pass beyond the other wall of your fears, let's say, that's where you start beginning to live truly life.
Because why do you think that you're afraid of something?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why?
Because that, like, I don't know why, but I know where, like Carl Jung said, like, me and you really love him. Where your fear is, there is your task.
But why do you think you're afraid of something?
Because maybe you care for it a lot.
Like, are you afraid to paint?
No, you go fuck.
Because you don't care about painting.
Yeah,
like you don't care. Like, paint, okay, paint. I'll paint. I don't give a shit about painting.
And you don't give a fuck if someone says it's ugly because you don't give a fuck.
Because you don't care. But are you afraid? Are you afraid to start a podcast? Oh yeah, I'm afraid. Like, what? Oh, because you want to do it, and you're afraid how people. Are you afraid? Are you going to be good? Are you going to be good enough? Are people going to like it? Are people going to hate it? What are people going to say? Like, why are you afraid? Like, if you're afraid of something, like not being afraid of spiders, or like that you're not afraid. You just find it like disgusting, or like being afraid of like a lion who's attacking you. But that's because you want to live.
Yeah, that's a good fear.
But that's not even fear. That's because just like you want to stay alive.
No, like, it's fear, but it's good fear. It's survival.
But it's not like a real. It's not like a real fear. It's not
a philosophical fear.
It's like a fear because it's
survival.
You want to survive. It's a survival. It's not fear. It's survival. But if you're afraid of something, if you're afraid to like stand up to someone, or if you're afraid to stand up to someone because you need to stand up to him, know. Are you afraid to stand up to someone you're not afraid of?
No.
But someone you're afraid of, you're like, fuck, but why are you afraid? Because you need to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You need to stand up to him. The thing that you're afraid to do, you need to do that.
Yeah.
But it's fucking hard because it's scary and you're afraid and you're like, holy shit. But that's what you need to do, man.
Yeah.
And that's when you truly start living your life. Because if you live in fear your whole life, you'll never do the things that you love or passions. You'll never take risk, and you'll just always do comfort kills you, man. If you always do what you're just comfortable to do, man, you'll be so sad and like you never have a fulfilled life.
No, I'm happy because when I asked the question, you said what I wanted you to say. So
But that's it, man. You need to do what you're afraid to do.
Let's see. Okay, this one's pretty curious about it. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it.
But that's a just very basic thing, man. Just like always tell the truth, even if it's hard to say, even if it hurts, even if you're scared to how the person might take it, even if you're scared that the person will be mad at you, even if you're scared that whatever reason, like just say the truth. And if like you're tempted to do something bad because it will give you something in return, like man, it sounds easy to say, but it's hard to do, to always tell the truth and always do the right thing, because it's so easy to lie and it's so easy to do the bad thing, because usually doing bad things brings us something short in the close term, like, oh, I'll just do this like this quick and I'll just say this, but it's always harder to say the truth and to do the right thing, man. And that's what you need to do if you want to have like a good life, good relationship with people, and for people to love you and to be a good husband, good dad, good coworker, man. But it's hard to do.
Do you think that every single human being knows inherently what is the right thing to do?
Of course, I don't need, like, everyone knows.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
Do you think maybe sometimes it's like he thinks this is the right thing, but the other person thinks that's the right thing, but it's so like you can debate for either side. Like
if we're just talking about right and wrong.
Mm-hmm. But it's
like,
not black and white. Do you think it's black and white?
Yes, right and wrong is black and white, I feel like.
You don't think it's shades of gray?
Like in argumentation, are you liberal conservative? Then there's shades of gray. But like, let's say whatever, we all have like, how do you say défaut en anglais? J'oublie tout le temps.
Défaut, I mean, bad things about yourself.
Bad things about yourself. Like, nobody will tell me, like, we all know the bad stuff we do. Like, no one here like is stupid enough. Like, if you do something bad, like, you know, you did something bad, man. Like, I don't think no one has convinced themselves in their head that that's the right thing to do. Like, deep down, you know, man, it's not the good thing you're doing.
Let me just see what default.
But it doesn't say well. It doesn't say well, but like, I think everyone knows what's right and wrong. Everyone knows.
Yeah, but I believe like it's
because it's just like
it's shades of gray for some things. Because let's say you have a train or let's say you have a boat that's sinking, and then you have like 3 groups of people that you can save. One is a woman who is pregnant, the other is a woman with a child, and the other is 2 men. But
you don't have a choice there. Then you need to make a tough decision. Like, they're both bad decisions. But I'm just like me. I was saying it more in the way of like no one in this world can tell me. Like, I don't know how to explain, man. Like, it's more like for yourself. Like, for yourself, when you're acting as a human, every act you do, you know if it's good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
But in that case, what you need, like, you don't have a choice. Like, you need to save someone. Like I know you're gonna give me like a thing like, okay, you're gonna need to save a pregnant lady or kids, but the fuck, both are like. But like, I'm just saying, like, if you're acting jealous, you know it's not good. If you're lying, you know it's not good. If you're betraying something, you know it's not good. If you're nice with someone, you know it's nice. If you're telling the truth, you know that's nice. If you're humble, you know that's nice.
Do you think telling the truth is always good and nice?
I think you always need to tell the truth, man.
Do you think sometimes not all truth is good saying? Like, let's say someone's fat.
But
what do you believe?
But I like, if it's someone I care about, I'm telling the truth, man. But if it's like someone like that's not that important for me, like when in the first place, why are you asking me that? If you're someone that I don't know that much, but if my wife asks me, am I fat, and she really is fat, I tell her, yes, you're fat.
Okay, so you believe that's
Yeah, I feel like if it's someone I care for, if you ask me, Luka, do you think I'm doing a good decision? I won't say yes just for you to be happy. I'll say, no, man, you're doing a bad decision because I care for you.
But you're a bit like, let's say, on the rougher side. But some people don't think like that. Some people.
But I feel you always need to tell the truth, man. Especially if you care for the person, man. If you don't care that much for the person, then don't tell them the truth. Like, just say, no, you're okay. You're not that fat. It's okay. Like.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's
but
true.
It's not good for them. It's not good for them.
You know, I've heard many times people saying, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing.
But if saying the nice thing will help that person to become a better person, man, then it's the opposite. That's saying the nice thing then.
Mm-hmm. But
For me, like, if someone if you start doing stupid shit and you're asking me if it's good, I'll tell you no, man. But that's a nice thing to say.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that everything you're allowed to say everything, like every single truth you're allowed to say, but there's a certain way of saying it that makes it better than someone else?
Yes, of course.
Let's say if someone's fat, you say, "Boy, the fuck are you a fat pig?"
You don't need to say that.
Yeah, but
You can just say yes. You're a little bit. You're overweight. Yeah.
But at the end, both mean the same thing. Like,
No, but
lose a
one is a
couple
little bit
pounds.
insulting. Like,
Yeah,
you don't
but
need to.
At the end, they both mean lose a couple pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's like one's better than the other.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't have any more spicy questions, and you told me we're gonna get to like spicy questions.
Yeah, we can do that too. I don't know, man.
Yeah, because man, like philosophizing, like I have less energy than before to do it because like
sure, it's not new.
It's not new, and it's like, man, like people. I'm not like the most professional about that.
Fuck. Did I send you the questions? Maybe
no,
because I had it on my notes, but now I have it on my laptop. If I did, I mean, I have questions in my mind, but. Je t'ai pas envoyé, hein? Fuck, non, c'est j'ai trouvé ça, Calice. Calice de tabernacle. Want to talk about sports?
Okay, go.
Okay. Football, European. Now is the semifinals. We had the first leg for Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich. And yesterday, the first leg for Borussia Dortmund versus PSG. Quickly, just say quickly. Who will go in the finals?
Bayern and PSG.
PSG? Nah, fuck PSG, bro.
But they played better, man.
Fuck than Dortmund? Yeah.
They played better. They played way better.
I want
because that side of the draw is shit, man.
Yeah, I know, but someone has to. Yeah.
I know, but like it happens from time to time. Like you look at the quarterfinals, semifinals, it's like, what the fuck? Like a shit team is gonna make the final, man. That happened. It's not new. It happens a lot, man.
I want a German final. That's what my heart wants.
Why?
Because first of all, I don't want Real Madrid to win it. I love Bellingham. I love Modric. I love Ancelotti, but fuck Real Madrid. I don't want them to win. PSG, I don't want to see Mbappe winning a Champions League final. Fuck that guy, bro. He's amazing, but he's fucking cocky, bro. That motherfucker's cocky. And if he wins the Champions League, and let's say in Euro, France goes to semifinals,
which they have good luck, a good chance. They have
a chance of winning the shit,
easy.
Bro.
Easy.
And Mbappe wins the Ballon d'Or? Nah, bro. Man,
bro, if Mbappe wins Champions League, he's winning Ballon d'Or.
This is one thing for sure. So I'm predicting a German final. So Bayern Munich versus Dortmund, and Bayern Munich wins it.
Like this year, like the Ballon d'Or race is so like
close,
but it's so like not exciting.
Of course,
like this
Bellingham,
year,
Kane or Mbappe.
But they don't say like, so the winner of it's like if Bayern wins it, Kane wins it.
Kane, yeah.
If Real Madrid wins it, Bellingham wins it, and if Mbappe wins it, Mbappe's gonna win. I'm telling you,
wins it,
because the Euro, because like I think the winner of the Champions League is gonna. I don't think if Dortmund wins it, it's not gonna be Dortmund player. Then it's probably gonna be Bellingham. But
depends on the Euro. Then this is what I believe.
Yeah, okay. If Dortmund wins, then it's on the Euro. If it's on the Euro, who wins the Champions League is gonna win it.
This is what happens because Bellingham and Kane both play for England. They're both English players.
Yeah.
So the one who wins the semifinals, but he's gonna win the Ballon d'Or.
I think he eliminates the other one.
Yeah,
because they both play for the same team.
So if England goes far, but Kane's in finals, so Kane's winning it.
If England goes far, because Bellingham is playing well and Kane is scoring goals.
Yeah.
So who's contributing more?
Who do you think is gonna win the Ballon d'Or?
So look, so it's good. It goes down to this: if Bayern advances, Bellingham is out.
Yeah.
Because then it's Kane. It's Kane to win.
Or Mbappe.
If Real, but I'm looking like the winner of Bayern Real eliminates the other one from Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, that's true.
But if it's Kane and Mbappe, then who wins it? If Mbappe wins it, he's gonna win Ballon d'Or. I'm telling you, man, because it's so like who wins it then?
Yeah, I think if it's Kane and Mbappe in the final, Mbappe has more chance of winning because Mbappe I think had a better season.
But if Kane wins Champions League, I think it's Kane because Kane also had a great season.
If Kane wins the Champions League,
he's winning it.
When England goes far away, which they
probably will.
Kane's winning it. If Real Madrid is in the final and they win it, Bellingham is winning it.
But you see, okay, look this. What happens if Kane wins Ballon d'Or and England doesn't go far in the Euros? Kane wins it still.
You mean if
Bayern wins Champions League
okay, yeah.
and they let's say they don't go far Euros, he still wins it.
Who
Who else?
It was PSG in the final.
It's okay. So you say if Mbappe goes to finals and loses Champions League final, but he goes far at Euro, he wins it.
Wait,
I don't know.
No, but listen, like this. Let's say Kane wins.
It's gonna be such a stupid race.
Yeah, I know. It's between those three.
It's the worst. It's the worst Ballon d'Or ever. It's the worst.
It's between Bellingham, Kane, and Mbappe. That's for sure.
It's the worst. It's the worst.
It's between those three. But do you think that, let's say it's Bellingham and Mbappe in the final, just to change the order.
Bellingham wins
the Champions
I think whatever for me, Andy, I think Euro is not that important. I think
no, it is.
I don't think so.
It is. Believe me.
I don't think so.
Believe me.
But the guy who wins Champions League, I think he's almost sure to win it.
Okay, England gets knocked out. Wait, let me finish.
Okay.
England gets knocked out in the group stage. Real Madrid won the Champions League. France wins the Euro. Mbappe is the top scorer and the best player at Euro.
Then it's gonna be hard to say.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard. Then it's gonna be for me flip of a coin.
Oh.
For me, it's 50-50. I don't know then.
Okay,
if Kane wins, because Kane is destroying this year, man. He has like the most goals in Europe.
I know.
Fuck, he's killing it. If Kane wins Champions League, I think it's almost sure he wins it. Because I think like for me, like who's right now the Ballon d'Or? For me, it's Kane. For me, it's Kane. But it's a shit race. It's a shit race. But if I need to take like who's having the best season, it's Kane.
Bellingham, I guess. Yeah, well, Kane is there. I mean, Mbappe is there also. I mean, it's certainly one of those three.
But we're in a down in soccer right now. We're in a down about excitement and players and teams.
It's like in the NBA, you said.
Yeah, because there's no superstar. There's no like right now. Like I listen to a lot of like sports podcasts, and 50% of the shows like who's the face of the NBA, because they know that they need the face of the NBA for people to watch it. They know that a lot of people are watching it less, the NBA, and I'm sure that like internationally, not in Southampton, but internationally, people are watching less soccer because there's no more. You remember, Andy, when we were younger, and it was Messi Ronaldo Classico. Everyone and their grandmothers was watching El Clasico. When Messi was destroying it, it was Messi Ronaldo race. Everyone was watching, even people in Canada, like a lot more. But now a lot of less people are watching soccer because you need the face of soccer. You need the face of basketball. You need a face of the sport. If you don't have a face of sport, if it's Bellingham, Mbappe, Kane, like, do people even know who they are? Like people who do
people who don't watch soccer don't know who, maybe Mbappe, but they don't know who Bellingham or Kane are. Kane is people who don't watch soccer. Yeah. They don't know who Bellingham
don't know
or
Kane or Bellingham, but I don't know why Mbappe they know him. I guess because of what he did in the World Cup.
I guess even then, believe me, if I ask girls who don't know nothing about soccer, I say Mbappe. They know Mbappe.
No. Then they're lost.
The only person that they know by face is 50% Ronaldo. They know, that he has dark hair and he's Portuguese. Or David Beckham. Yeah. They don't know what Messi looks like.
But that's just because he married fucking Victoria.
Yeah, that's because Victoria, because of Spice Girls, and because now he's in America. But because of Spice Girls, of course. Yeah. But 80% of girls in Canada, 95% of girls in Canada don't know what Messi looks like. Like, face. Don't know what he looks like. They don't know. So, yeah, and also, okay, so who do you think will win the Champions League this year?
I would say Bayern.
I want Bayern.
I would say Bayern because I think Dortmund and PSG, it's like a weak draw that side. So I think Bayern's gonna beat Real because I think Bayern, they have like a good team and they have like young players like Musiala. I think he's fucking good. I think Leroy Sané is very good. I think Bayern, they're always good teams. Kane is a very good addition. Like which other good players? They have Alphonso Davies, have Kimmich. Kimmich is fucking good.
Müller is still good.
Müller is still
Musiala,
good.
Goretzka. Yeah. Neuer is good, man. Yeah.
But I feel like I don't know. I feel like Bayern will win it.
Sané is
amazing. But if Real
amazing.
Madrid wins, they're gonna win it.
Sané is good.
Yeah, but PSG could win it, man. Yeah, that's even Dortmund, man, because it's on one game after that.
PSG won't win, man. Fuck them Frenchies. PSG won't win it, man. Fuck them. I don't want PSG to
have they ever won? No, they never won.
Only Marseille and France and a French team has ever won the Champions League, and also Sancho, Jadon Sancho, he's a fucking amazing player.
But that you know the only thing that tells that you know the only thing that tells me
Man United are shit.
Man United, man, is a dumpster fire, man.
I know it's crazy.
It's a dumpster fire.
For 12 years now, 11, 12, since Alex Ferguson
It's
left.
crazy, man.
I know they cannot come back.
It's crazy. No, I think they'll never come back.
I don't know.
Fuck,
If a Arabian prince buys that team,
Even
maybe
that, man, I don't know, man. Even that, I don't know. You know, and they like our whole lives, like Arsenal weren't that good, and now they find Mikel Arteta, and
Well, they were
but
good with Thierry Henry
that's a
and Dennis
once in
Bergkamp.
a. I think Manchester United they're fucked, man. I think they're gonna suck for the next 10 years. I feel like what are they gonna do now?
Huh.
You're gonna
Yeah,
fire the coach and then what? Then they're
It's
then
the
do
players, it's the culture,
It's
It's
everything.
everything. It's not like they tend to fire the coach first, yeah. But like I said, in soccer, the coach is like, it's not like in American football. The coach isn't like, he's not on the pitch.
Yeah.
He isn't talking to the quarterback on a mic or
Yeah.
whatever. He's just like there, you know.
And Man United is a dumpster fire, man. It's crazy, man. Because when we were younger, it was the team. It was the team, man. Before Barcelona and Real, man, it was Man United.
Yeah, I know.
Like Man United was the best team in Europe, man. Like every year, they were always winning Premier League. Every year they're winning it.
Do you think, now this is a question, do you think that Real Madrid will get to 20 Champions League before any other team gets to 10?
How much do
Champions
they
League?
have?
15, 14, 14?
And how much does the closest to 10 have?
AC Milan 7. Bayern Munich has 6. Liverpool 5. No, Liverpool 5 or 6. Because Barca has 5.
Yeah.
Bayern has 6.
That's
Liverpool
possible.
have 5 or 6. And
Okay.
AC Milan have 7.
And Real like 15.
14? 14 or 15?
It's hard to say. It's close, but I would say Real 20, just because it's their fucking competition, man.
Wait, how many do they have? 14. They have 14 titles.
Okay, and who's the closest to 10? AC Milan with
AC
7. AC Milan won't win 3.
AC Milan won't get to 10 before Real Madrid gets to 20.
No.
The only ones who can are Bayern or Barca. Liverpool cannot get to 10.
You think Barca can win 5? And
Because Barca, what can happen, they still have that culture. But Barca is Barca. You know, players like, I want to go to Barca. So if somehow they get again the Xavi, Iniesta, Messi, which probably
hard,
fucking
man.
Jesus Christ, Xavi, Iniesta, Messi, I mean, I
It's
love
hard,
football,
it's
but
hard.
will that ever happen? Fuck, I don't know. I hope so, but I don't know.
it's hard to do, man.
I think Bayern have the best chance of getting to 10.
Because it's always good, man. Like, it's always
Yeah.
like a well-run team.
Yeah, and they're Germans.
Like, the Bayern never suck. Like, I don't
I
feel
know.
like, no.
I know.
Like, Bayern is like a poor man's Real Madrid.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you think Real Madrid will get to 20 before Bayern gets to 10? Because Bayern, I'm
They
pretty
need
sure
to
have
win 6 and Bayern 4. I would say Bayern could get to 10 before Real Madrid gets to 20.
Yeah, I think
But
Real
it's hard
Madrid
to
can-
win. When's the last time Bayern won Champions League, man? Must be a long time.
Yeah, they have 6 Champions Leagues.
When's the last
2020,
time they won?
2020.
Okay.
Lewandowski.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
2020.
When they were against PSG.
Yeah. Yeah.
They could be a rematch this year.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
possible.
They have 6, yeah.
It's
I think, yeah, fuck, I don't know, because Real Madrid, fuck, man, they keep fucking winning
But
Champions
you think
Leagues,
so?
bro.
Are they like right now? Like I watched the games with I watched the games Real Madrid and Man City and Real Madrid and Bayern, and I think we need to calm down on the Real Madrid, man. I don't think they'll be the
I
world
know.
destroyers that we think.
That's what I said. That's
I
what
don't think
said.
that we're gonna be the world
believe
destroyers
me.
that we think,
Let me tell you something.
because something's gonna fuck up. Or Chouameni
100%.
is gonna, or Rodrigo, or
100%.
Vinicius, or
100%.
Mbappe, or Bellingham. Something's gonna fuck up. I'm
100%.
telling you. And even now, Mbappe's not there, and they're not like wow, holy shit. They're good, but it's not like wow, holy shit. Even if Mbappe comes, like how do we know it's gonna be better? I don't know. Maybe it's not gonna be better. Maybe it's gonna be even worse. Like
I can say
like
one.
the team that I trust the more. Like let's say who's gonna be the best team until 2030?
Man
For me,
City.
Man City.
Yeah, Man City. I
Yeah,
said,
Man City.
Real Madrid, let me say something. Even if Mbappe comes, Mbappe, Bellingham, and Vini will never, ever, ever be as good as Messi, Suarez, Neymar. Not even close. No one's close to Messi. No one's close to Neymar in those 3. Suarez, okay, yes. But if Messi, Suarez, and Neymar, they had problems, that's only one Champions League they won. Only one. And it's Messi, Neymar, and Suarez. It's better than Mbappe, Bellingham, and Vini. It's better. And they only won one Champions League because it's hard. It's hard. People think, oh, we'll bring Mbappe, we'll bring Alphonso Davies, life will be happy land, la la, happy fun. Bro, I mean...
But they didn't
First
play
of
that
all-
good. Like Man
first of
City
all-
were destroying them.
First
man.
of all, Musiala is better than Bellingham. Bellingham is a worker. He works, he runs a lot. Musiala, when it comes to pure talent, he's better than Bellingham. Jadon Sancho, when it comes to pure talent, is more talented than Bellingham. Mbappe, like I said, Les Français, when I said he only runs and scores goals, he doesn't only do that. But that's his game. He's not a Messi who will go inside of the pitch and then create plays. That's not Mbappe. Vinny doesn't do that. Bellingham doesn't do that.
But I watch Vinny play. Like he's good, but he's not
Neymar.
No, but he's not like a generational talent.
No, of course not. Like I said, Mbappe and Vinny are the same types of player.
Like they're not generational.
No, they're extremely
But I think
good.
Mbappe is better than Vinny because I watch Vinny play. I'm like he doesn't do nothing like crazy.
Out of those three, Mbappe is the best.
Yeah.
The only way it will work is if Mbappe comes and they say, yes, Mbappe, you are the man. Because Mbappe has that ego. Yeah, I have a World Cup. Who has a World Cup here? No one. I have a World Cup.
Yeah.
I've scored this. I was close to Messi, Neymar. I did these many goals. I'm here. Mbappe is the best.
And once, like, what the midfield's going to look when Kroos and Modric are gone.
Modric is gone next season. And still plays very fucking good.
No, but I don't know. Like, it's going to be like Bellingham, Tchouameni. I'm not 100% sold on that.
And Bellingham will play like a false nine, so he won't be a number 8 midfielder. He won't be like, a Modric.
They'll be a very good team, but they won't win 3 in a row Champions League.
They won't be as good as Real Madrid from 2016 to 18.
I think what's going to happen in soccer, it's like in the NBA, the last 4 years, 4 different teams won. I think that's what's going to happen in soccer.
Yeah.
I think because there's no super team, there's no best player. Mm-hmm. Like, this year, it's going to be Bayern. Next year, it's going to be like a good team. Maybe Barca could win it. Maybe Real could win it. Maybe Man City could win it. Maybe Inter Milan, like it could happen with the draw. Like, I think every year it's going to be like... But it's more exciting for people because more stuff can happen because there's not one dominating team. Yeah. It's like NBA right now. There's no dominating team. Mm-hmm. Like, people say Nuggets, but like they could get eliminated, I feel like.
And this is for Real Madrid fans. Even though Mbappe and Davies is coming, calm down. You'll never be the Real Madrid you were in 2016, 17, and 18. It'll never happen again. And it won't be like the Barca in 2011 and 2009 and 2012 and 2015.
Those were crazy teams, man.
Yeah, I know.
Those crazy teams.
Like, bro, bring Mbappe and Davies, but I mean, it's not comparable to Real Madrid at 2016, 17, and 18.
But that was like a gold, man. I think what's going to happen in 10 years, we're going to say, man.
That was the golden age of football.
2010 to 2018, that was crazy football,
2010
man.
to 2018, like you said.
That was... Like, I think because... at 2010, I was 13, you were 10. Yeah. So for us, it was like, soccer is like that.
Yeah.
And we took it for granted. We're like, soccer is always awesome. There's always crazy teams and there's always crazy players. But now I think in the next year, we're going to feel like, man, it was never going to be like that again. But maybe in a couple of years, but not right now, man.
From 2008 to 2018, those 10 years where Ronaldo won his first Ballon d'Or 2008 and until 2018, I think that was the best 10 years of football that will ever happen.
Ever.
It will never happen.
That was crazy
again.
Football.
Then in 2018, when Ronaldo went to Juventus, then Messi, Barca, then he went to PSG.
Then it started fucking
2008 to 2018, those 10 years were the best years of club football of all time.
Even in England, even if Barcelona and Real Madrid were the best, England like sometimes had good teams, and then Germany sometimes had good teams. I mean, that was
2008, 2018,
and we were watching like crazy in those years.
Yeah,
and we were watching every weekend all the time.
Life, bro.
Yeah, man.
No, I don't even fucking. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah,
it's not the same. Do you think it's because we're old now? We say that, or it's like a true? It's like a truth.
Who can compare to Ronaldo, Messi, Iniesta, Xavi? Like now, I mean.
And do you remember the Clásicos, Andre? Do you remember?
Yeah, bro.
It was like bigger than the. Like right now, like in El Clásico in La Liga, I cared more about the Champions League final now.
Yeah, of course.
Like a regular season game, El Clásico. Everyone cared more than now the final of Champions League.
It was at that time from 2008 2018, the El Clásico, when Messi and Ronaldo were there. It was when that game happened. It was the best level of football on planet Earth.
Oh my God, it was like poetry.
It was the best level of football.
You cannot see that was football.
The best level of football.
That was football.
No, but that was the best level of football.
But like someone tell me what is football, I'm gonna say that.
If someone asks you, tell me where I can watch the best quality of football on planet Earth of all time, it was that.
Yeah.
You'll never find better than that.
2012 El Clásico. That was the golden age. That was the golden age, and that was the golden age. And I miss it now, man.
Yeah, I know.
I miss it now, but we took it for granted.
I know. I don't think because it happens.
We took it for granted.
What are the chances that Ronaldo and Messi are there? And Messi, So it's all perfectly synced. Messi, the ultimate, the God-given talent, who he doesn't care for Ronaldo because that's not his personality. But since Ronaldo doesn't have that God-given talent, he had to care for, okay, where's Messi? No, I have to train and be better than him. So it like perfectly synced.
And it's Real Madrid, Barcelona.
Same.
It's like rivals.
Yeah.
But Madrid, it's the two biggest cities in Spain. And one is Catalan, one is the center of Spain. Barcelona, Madrid, like head to head.
By nature, they're
best player, second best player, and the teams were built like insane.
Yeah.
Man, I have shivers just thinking about it. I'm telling you, man, that was the best football ever, man. Like soccer at that football at the time was undefeated. Man, that was crazy. It's not gonna be, man.
I don't see it happening. Man. I don't see it happening. That was fucking Jesus Christ. Man.
That was, man.
Okay. So that was it for today.
Okay.
We'll be back 1 week before the Euro. Me and Luka. Luka will be assisting me. So we'll be talking about the Euro, our predictions, everything. Who's gonna be better?
That's way more fun, man. Let's just always talk about sport, man.
Yeah. Well, whenever I have you on, we'll talk about sports.
Yes, please, man. Because the philosophy stuff. Like I was like, okay, but it got boring fast, man.
No
because
problem.
we were more passionate about sport, man.
No
Just
problem.
talk to me about
Whenever
sport.
I invite you on the podcast, it'll be all about sports. Then when I have my guests,
then
I'll talk about what I want.
Then philosophize.
When I have philosophy guests, I'll talk about philosophy. When I have, I won't see you, but when I have, you know who, I'll talk about his stuff.
No, we're just talking about sports.
So whenever you see Luka, my brother, and it's only Andrew Delić,
sport.
So whatever I say, it's Andrew Delić. It's my name. It's my face. But whenever Luka is on, we'll be talking about sports because me and him, we know we're really good in sports.
And it's the best, man. It's the best thing to talk about. Is there anything better to talk about than that, man?
Of course. Okay, so that's it.
Okay.